Hi, AFMUA. Pagina Brian here once again. So let's go.
For the record, I'm an Abuja-based makeup artist with the handle at houseofcare__ on Instagram. Considering the warm undertone of my model, I wore her this brown lens from Fresh Look for a good eye pop. Went on to style her hair, giving time for her eyes to relax to avoid sensitivity. I slightly took off hairs from the edges of her brows for some shape. Prepped her face using the Omari Code Cleanser. For her combination skin type, I applied the Adventure Oil and Sweat Barrier on her T-zones. Washed my hands and worked in the moisturizer and sunscreen into her skin. Moisturized her lips and went in with my Blossom Mattifying Primer, which is slightly mattifying to avoid her face being too dry. Then used both illuminating and hydrating spray for the perfect glow before going in with my foundation, using the Rich Truffle and the Honeycomb to match her yellow undertone while maintaining her brown skin goodness. Please note, gently tapping continuously over the face helps blending. To avoid unnecessary creasing and spreading out of the concealer, I applied gently and blended out neatly. Both concealers were used to get her exact shade and provide me with the right moisture for this look. I contoured using the Fuda foundation in Hot Fudge and blended out all the areas properly. Went on to set using the Beckham powder in her shade and fudging to bake using the Blossom Loose powder in honey so as to trap every fallout from her eyeshadow. Did you know that purple is a mixture of blue and red? Well, having our motto as making beauty bold, decided to create a purple monochromatic look for today. And just so you know, purple is associated with royalty. Having placed and blended out my eyeshadow base, I'll be using the basic palettes, starting off with the secondary color, going right on the base, just slightly above the crease, blending out with the tertiary color to ensure there's no harsh line. Please look out for key definitions on the screen so as to understand the concept. To intensify the outer corner and smoke it out, I'll be going in with a mixture of maroon and black in a C shape, but also extending into the inner corner for some depth, and went over to blend with the first secondary color, which was the purple, and followed it up with the tertiary color to even it out. For her prominent eyes, I'll be doing the cut crease eyeshadow style. Using a round mouth brush, I'd apply the base to her lid, just slightly above her crease to ensure a bold look. In doing the cut crease, one mistake to avoid is to not cut directly on your crease. Doing so will hide your work and make your eye look more hooded. When blended, I went in with a light shade of purple and went over it with a dark shade of purple to create my desired depth. After which I went in with my glitter glue and applied 2 shades of pigment, first applying the light, then layering the dark over it. I lined her lash line with black pencil and her waterline with purple eye pencil and smoked it out with the initial purple color. To finally create a natural brows, I filled her brows with the pencil, lined it well and brushed it out properly. While creating the eye look, I blended into the lash line, so I'm going to be correcting that by concealing the brows, the lower part of the brow specifically, just above your lid, and blending it out properly to create that balance and good flow between the eyeshadow and the brows. Having done that, I took out every fallout under her eye, brushed her lashes and applied her false lash. The goal was to create an intense bold look, so the lashes were not thin but didn't hide the work done on the eye. I went on to blend out every part of her face with powder and adding orange blush to her cheekbone area to better define her face. After which I used the hydrating spray over her face and also the finishing spray to lock in everything that has been done on her skin. I went in to do her lips, starting off with this maroon lip liner, shaped it properly, going over it to ensure it's bold and well lined. Fasten this part to avoid you being bored looking at the same movement of my hand over her lips. Next, I went in with a dark pink lip stain and blended out. Next, I used the lilac lip stain over the pink, brightened the inner corner and glossed her lips. This is the final look. I totally enjoyed creating this and I loved every bit of it. I hope you did too. Thank you, AFMUA. Bye.